What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I had already filmed this video. I just kind of messed it up, made myself look like a fool because I didn't exactly know what I was doing. And to be fair, I still don't know for sure, but I have a little bit better idea because we're going to be polishing trying to polish out the single stage paint that I did on this Miata. So yeah, I already wet sanded the car for the most part pretty good. And so what I skipped or forgot to do when I was filming this video the first time is I went through and I polished it, tried two different compounds that I weren't polishing compound. I was trying to cheat my way out of it, and I learned my lesson. So what I also forgot to do though was I forgot to cut it. That is a crucial step. So what I did is I took some advice from my brother, who is a professional detailer, and normally he helps me, which is why the last two cars turned out good, but this time I'm totally on my own. He's actually picked up business, so that's good for him, bad for me at the moment. But this is the stuff he uses and recommended me. I bought it on Amazon. It is 3D1. This is their polishing compound. So we're gonna cut it with this, and we'll get ready to polish it. We're using just the Bauer, which is the Harbor Freight polisher. Not bad, it just vibrates a lot, I've noticed, and I'm using their most aggressive pad. And then for the polishing part of this, we're gonna be using some of the Meguiar's Mirror Glaze Ultra Finish Polish, and then I've got a ultra fine foam pad, and I've got a fine foam pad also from Bauer to go with the Bauer polisher. And they're not terrible pads. I mean, they should work just fine for what we're doing, because this isn't gonna be professional. This is just gonna get the job done. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna throw you guys up on time lapse, or I'm gonna get the cutting part of this knocked out. Car's already been wiped down, so it should be pretty clean. Either way, it's getting cut, so it's not gonna make a big difference. But yeah, you can kind of see really quick how it looks. Not terrible, has a little bit of a shine to it, but definitely could be better. There's a lot of haze all over the car, which I think is where the cutting is gonna help. Car's definitely very smooth, but yeah, needs some help. So we're gonna start with the first half of this panel first, and I'm gonna just give it a cut, and then I'm going to try and polish it and see how that turns out. So I'm gonna throw some tape down the center just to kind of get my line, and that's gonna be experimental, so I can show you guys and so I can see if this is gonna work the way I'm hoping it will. To start it off, we're gonna saturate the pads, that way it's not totally dry. Give it a shake so it's not all watery. Normally you just need a few normally you just need a few like dime-sized drops, so we're gonna put a few bigger ones, rub it in really quick, just like that, and just get that pad nice and saturated. Okay, good enough. Now we'll just put a few small drops. We're just doing a small area. And then always start off on a low speed to push the product around. And then speed it up. fiber. Okay, that's already looking a lot better. It's not as hazy as it was before. Definitely a lot more of a reflection in that as the raw finish as compared to this side. Let me show you. This side definitely looks a lot better. So let's get that polishing pad on it real quick, give it a quick polish, and see how that turns out. Okay, so I got my white polishing pad on here. It's a little blue on the back side just from polishing from the other video. So same thing applies. Shake it up. And just a couple small dots. Yeah, that looks way better. This side looks way better now. So good, pretty good gloss finish on there, especially for being single stage. So you can see me in the camera. And then this side, this is just polish only. A little bit of reflection, obviously a lot more dull. But I noticed a lot of the swirl marks are now gone. I don't even see any, but look at that. A little bit of the light in there. There we go, that's what we're looking for. So I'm gonna throw you guys up on time lapse, and since this appears to be the way to do it, we're gonna get to work, get this whole side done, actually the whole car done. So time lapse. So here we have the final product. I hope that wasn't too much time lapse for you guys, but I just didn't want to keep on readjusting the camera. So obviously, if you watched the last videos, you know that the hood and the trunk are totally just destroyed still. You can see all those dents up there yet. And my pup. But yeah, so hood and trunk are still destroyed with hail damage, but it is what it is. This is just a fix and flip. So the polish turned out pretty darn nice, the cut and polish. So I do see some spots, mostly around edges where I could have wet sanded better. Like along the top of the bumper here, it's a little hazy yet, but overall, like, I'm stoked. Looks good. Now the objective is to be able to keep this clean until I sell it. Not bad though, polished up the tail lights and all the turn signals slash running lights while I was at it. Now I think I just need to clean the car, clean the windows, and should be pretty much ready. Oh, I'm waiting on a dash mat too. But yeah, the car is looking pretty nice for some single stage $100 paint with half-ass paint prep. Yeah, I'm stoked. So let me know what you guys think of the progress made on the car. This polisher ain't bad for the price. I think I paid 80 bucks for it at Harbor Freight. And I got the 1-year warranty on it just to be safe, but it definitely vibrates a lot. Like, it's perfect for spreading the material around like a 1.5 to 2, and then I usually am using it between a 3 and a 4 on the speed setting. If you go anything higher than 4, it basically just wants to fall out of your hands. It's pretty much uncontrollable after 4, but overall I think it did a pretty good job. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go wash the windows real quick and then dress the tires. This thing might be about ready. Oh, I didn't film this, but if you guys watch one of the other videos, I made a bash bar, and today, before I did this, I got around to painting it. I didn't film it just because I did it for the Instagram, just a quick little thing. This is just Rust-Oleum. Let me zoom in on there. This is just Rust-Oleum frost white or gloss white, and then I clear coated it with some of my clear coat that I had left over, and I used some gold flake that I also had left over. So this looks mint. I like it. Just solid enough. Then I also took some undercoating spray and I sprayed the back of the car underneath, mostly for protection, but also to clean it up. And it looks so much better. Take a look. I do plan on putting the bumper back on at some point, but for now I really like the look of the bash bar, and I think this look just makes it look that much cooler and more aggressive and cleaner, because I mean, now I don't have to worry about this all being red from me not shooting it when I had the car apart when I painted it, and not having to worry about the raw spots getting corroded. I do have to give this thing an oil change though. It is a little too late in the day for that, so I'll pick this up tomorrow and we can finish doing the last few things on the car, and then we can call it good to go, minus the dash mat, until it's ready to sell. Okay, so we got a nice breezy day today. What better day to change oil than on a windy day? So yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on today, is I'm gonna try and get the oil changed on this Miata, because that's basically one of the last things to do before it sells. Still waiting on the dash mat to show up in the mail that I had ordered. But yeah, oil, a couple vacuum lines, which is like 20 cents for the vacuum line. It's like basically the 2 brake booster lines, and then, I don't know, fuel press regular line. So I'm gonna move the car out real quick. We're gonna get that changed. I have some radiator hoses for it. If I can find a big enough container to drain the coolant into, I will change those. If I don't have one, then I'll just pass them on to the guy, whoever buys the car. But yeah, this thing fires up like a champ though. So I'm gonna fire it up. Actually, I don't even need to. I'm gonna just push it out, push it back out here, and we'll get started. Well, the oil change is done. This thing's running pretty mint, nice and fresh. Yeah, this thing's pretty much ready to go. And I'm looking at the upper and lower hose, or the main hoses, those look okay. Just the heater hoses have been looped. That looks new. So it is a good thing that I have the extra heater hose kit, but I don't think, after looking at some of these hoses in a little bit more detail, I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and change it. I'll leave the hoses in the car for the guy that buys the car. But other than that, the only thing I really see that needs to be changed is the vacuum line right here and the one right there. It's the same line, it's just the hard line goes across. So I'm probably gonna run to the parts store. That'll take 2 seconds to change that, so I'm not gonna film that. The car is pretty much ready. Dash mat should be here anytime between today and I wanna say the 29th, so sometime in the next couple days, and this thing will be ready to sell. Because obviously the paint and body is looking pretty decent for $100. Nice and shiny. The interior not looking too shabby. Seat's a little stained, but I mean, nothing a good steam clean or something can't fix. Yeah, I think we're basically ready here. Now, I know this wasn't the most exciting or extravagant journey in terms of process for flipping something, but I mean, I don't know, maybe it was. Maybe it had a little bit of surprises in it, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series so far. This is probably going to be the last video on it until I sell it. So hopefully you guys found this video enjoyable, but I have nothing else to do for the day. I just bought some more tubing, so I may try and make something. I'm not too sure. But as for this video, finishing up some of the stuff that was ready, that needed to be ready for the car to sell, I think we're gonna end this video off here. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you've considered subscribing, and if you have, please turn on post notifications so that way you get notified whenever I upload. Please, if you guys want to support the channel, either sign up for the Patreon, buy a shirt or stickers. Links are in the description, and Big Cartel. So anyways, guys, do what you love. Think about the rest, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.